Hello, welcome to Pike Creek Farm, and welcome to Dipcember. This is a full month of videos every day on different dips and dip mixes. Who doesn't love a dip? And this collaboration is put on by Angela over at TheInquisitiveFarmwife. Go check out her channel. She has some awesome videos, and she's done a lot of work on this, and I so appreciate everything she's done. I will have the link to her channel below, and I will also have the playlist and the list of all the channels that are participating. Check them all out. You're going to discover some channels you didn't know existed and fall in love with them. Today what I'm making is one of the recipes from my plastic bag, all the old recipes from my mom and from the 80s. And this was when I lived in California and I worked for a newspaper. We had a holiday gathering and someone brought this crab dip. And it was so good. You can make it with shrimp too. She made it with crab, and I've always made it with crab. Very often, or a lot of times, I'll make it with the fake crab, and it looks really good. It tastes good, and it looks pretty because it has a little bit of pink. Today I am using the canned crab meat. And the recipe, which I'll put below, actually calls for just one can, but by the time you drain one can, it's not that much. So I am going to use 2 cans. So come along, let's go make some crab dip, and it's a little different than most crab dips. Okay, we're back. I don't think I said before, but my name is Renee, and I do videos on canning and vintage recipes and baking and cooking, and I'm so happy to have you here. So this recipe is a recipe that uses Knox gelatin, or I bought the Great Value brand of unflavored gelatin. So it's actually, it can be molded. I used to put it in, I had a Tupperware Jello mold, the ring, and I used to make it in that and oil it first and then flip it over onto a plate when I went to serve it and put the crackers around, and it looks really pretty. Today I'm just going to make it in a bowl, actually a pie plate. I'm going to spread it into a pie plate. But you can make it in any shape container as long as you oil it first, and it will unmold and keep that shape, and it looks really pretty for presentation. So the first step is to take 1 envelope of the unflavored gelatin and we're going to put it in a little bowl, and we add 3 tablespoons of hot water to soften it up, get it to where it starts dissolving. Now if you wanted to make this where it didn't have the firmness of the gelatin added, you could do that. It would just be a very soft spread then. So we're going to stir this until it kind of dissolves. And set that aside for a couple of seconds. The next thing is, let me get this straight. You take 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. I know it sounds weird. If other recipes, other versions of this I've seen, if you're doing shrimp, they use cream of tomato. Now, this needs to be heated up some. So I'm going to go put this in the microwave. Okay, I heated this up in the microwave till it's just warm. And now we add the Knox gelatin to that. Mix this up. Now we add 1 package of softened cream cheese. And I find a whisk is best for breaking it up. I have even put this all in the microwave for just a few seconds. Like, this cream cheese has been out softening, but it's still a little firmer than I like to blend it in. So I'm going to put this in the microwave for 20 seconds. I ended up doing 30 seconds. If you don't like mushroom soup, you could use cream of celery. So trying to get it to smooth out some. You just don't want any big lumps of the cream cheese. Now we're going to add 1 cup of mayonnaise. And I'm doing 2 cans of the crab. And if you like fake crab, the crab sticks, I highly recommend them. And what I do is, the next step is in the food processor, I'm going to chop up celery and green onion, and I will just, whoops, that tipped over. I will just add the crab sticks to that too, the food processor, to get it all chopped up fine. And the next step is we have to chop up, we need half a cup of green onion, including the ends. And of celery. So I just put it all in the food processor and give it a whirl. That's put down, climbed up the sides. Give it one more blitz. And now we just add all this. We'll fold this all in. There's a long one there. I'll get that one out. Now, if you wanted to have this as a molded appetizer that you could put out onto a platter and have it hold a shape, now is the time you would take a paper towel and some vegetable oil and oil the inside of your mold. I remember back when I would do the molded jellos or this dip, how happy I was when they would came out in one piece. It was always a little stressful. If you use the fake crab, it has little splashes of pink in it, which I think is pretty. So it is ready to go in the fridge. Let it sit for 2 hours until it firms up. And I'll bring you back and show you what it's like on crackers. Okay, it has been a couple of hours. And went the wrong way. This is now set. Let me show you. I should have had the green onions chopped more. There shouldn't be any long ones like that. But see how it holds? And it sits in longer, it will hold the shape even more. So if you were doing this in a molded thing, you would, in a molded container, just be a pretty shape. What I always do is put it in some warm water to loosen it up, put the plate on top, and flip it. And pray that it works, that it releases. It's always such a relief when it does. There they are. Let's taste one. I don't know why it's good, but the flavors just all meld together really well. And honestly, if you like fake crab, that's my favorite way to make it. Just my husband doesn't. And with wheat thins a lot. You could dip vegetables in it too. Like little mini peppers cut in half would be really good dipped into this. So this is my contribution to Dipsember. That's not easy to say. I want to thank Angela, the Inquisitive Housewife, for hosting this. And I really appreciate her inviting me to partake in it. And I'm excited to see all the dips. There's already been some really good ones. So make sure to look at the list down below and watch the videos every day. And if you like this video, I really appreciate if you push the like button, thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos on canning and vintage recipes and baking and cooking and life here at Pike Creek Farm, push the subscribe button. I would be thrilled to have you as a subscriber. Thank you so much to everyone that's watching, and we'll see you next time at Pike Creek Farm.